Hi, everyone. This is my pregnancy journal, week 25. I can't believe it's already been 25 weeks. But to be honest, I wanted to go very quickly. I'm tired. I am over being pregnant already. I'm way bigger than I was the first time, and I'm more tired and just fed up, really. Yesterday, I had a really, really bad day. Emotions, hormonal, mood wise. I was really like in a down slump, very irritable with my son. He's only 3 years old, but I just couldn't deal with any of his little moan. He's been a bit like more moany, and I just can't. Like yesterday, I was just like, oh, I don't want any of this. I don't want to deal with it. And then my husband had been away for the weekend because he went to go camping or walking, whatever, with his friends. He hasn't seen them for like 2 years already. And so he went. And when he came back, I was just not in a great mood. I was like quite negative, like, oh my God, he's come in and he just wants to unpack. And instead of being with us and showing us that he loves us, and, like his little 3-year-old son is pining for him and wants his attention, and he just wants to go and unpack his blinking dirty clothes. Like his clothes can wait. And like I was in the evening, I was like, oh, I want a divorce. And, talking to myself, this is all going on in my head. I didn't express anything to him. I was just quite moody, and I actually told him, "No, I'm sorry, I'm actually really quite moody today," and I had to physically remind myself I am pregnant. My hormones are all over the place. You over exaggerating everything. He did come in and give you a big hug and a kiss and told you he missed you. Like, just handle it. Maybe tomorrow you'll feel better. I feel a lot better today, but I feel drained. I didn't sleep very well. I had really awful nightmares. My cat kept on wanting to sleep on my belly, and that was irritating me as well. So it's just like a little bit. Anyway, I want this message and video to be nice, um, but it can't always be very positive. I'm feeling quite big and heavy. That's my 25-week belly. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I look like I'm ready to pop. This is what I looked like the first time. And the first time I thought I was big. Like, what's going to happen in the next 15 weeks? I've still got 15 weeks to go. Anyway, taking care of yourself. You need to talk to yourself and be reasonable. And you need to remind yourself that you are pregnant and this is taking a toll on you. And if you are freaking out, just talk to somebody about it. A friend, make new mum friends, like I said before. Go on to the Peanut app or the Boots app or the Emma's Diary app or the Start for Life app and just make some friends. There's lots of little new mum apps that have lots of different features and lots of different conversations. Like I said, if you do read any advice from mothers on these apps, just take it all with a pinch of salt. Do your own research. Like I said, there's a lot of really experienced, good research out there. I mentioned before Sarah Wickam. She's been a midwife for 30 years, and she's written a few unbiased, really good books. One of the books is called What's Best for Me. And also Dr. Robin Thompson's breastfeeding method. So it's called the Thompson breastfeeding method. So research that. There's loads of free videos on YouTube. It's amazing. It will help you with a lot of different aspects, not just breastfeeding. So the woman was a midwife. She was the head of a maternity ward in the hospital for many years. Then she started doing home births, and she noticed big differences between what was happening to mothers in the hospitals and how the births ran at home. And so she decided to study it and do a PhD on it. And so she talks about all sorts of aspects of birth and, pregnancy and maternity systems and how they treat you and everything. So go have a look at that, watch some of those videos. But for today, I wanted to say talk about like symptoms and things. And, I don't know if I've ever mentioned before, but like the whole pregnancy, I've been quite congested with my nose. So every morning I have to like blow my nose a lot, and I feel always like I've got a cold coming on, but actually it's not. It's just congestion, and I think it's pregnancy related. I've also noticed that my gums are a little bit weaker, so I've been upping on the cleaning and stuff. Unfortunately, you can't really get NHS dentists anymore. Nobody's taking NHS patients, and I can't really go at the moment to get a private consultation because life has just become a lot more difficult. Once before, like also for my first pregnancy, I did the beautiful pregnancy shoot. It was £500, or we could do it. It was lovely, amazing. I got some amazing photos. I also did a baby shoot when Bo was born. He was 3 weeks old, and we went to do this other photo shoot with him. And that was also about £500, and was beautiful, amazing, got some stunning photos. But with the same kind of money coming in at that point, we were able to do a lot more. Whereas this time, I feel really bad, but we don't really have that possibility. I've also, I started my own business, and we've invested all our money into, well, not all our money, but like what we've got spare that's not paying bills and things to start this business and to do this project. And it's taken a lot of my time and stuff, and we've just kind of got to wait for the project to finish and then get our profits back. So life is a little bit more stringent. But that's fine, we cope. What I did want to talk to you guys about is taking care of yourself. So, I don't know, in one of my early videos, I spoke about skincare. And like when you're pregnant, it's doubly important to take care of your skin, first of all, because of all the different hormones, but also your belly is stretching a lot, and in 9 months, obviously, it's gradually doing it. But if you don't help your skin grow and you don't stimulate it, then that's when really bad, ugly stretch marks might happen. I know everybody's got different genetics. I know some people are predisposed, but as I mentioned as well, I was very, very fearful of being pregnant because of the scars and things that I saw on my mother and the horrible stretch marks that she had. And I was just really scared of falling pregnant and getting stretch marks. But miraculously, and I truly believe it's because of the scrub that I did. So every once a week, I would take a nice brush, a proper body brush, and I would brush all of my skin, my breasts, my nipples, my thighs, my belly, even my face. I'd give it a good old scrub, like even like feel it a bit scratchy. And then after bathing and showering, you have to make sure, so after scrubbing, you have to moisturize, because once you've scrubbed it and you've made all the skin sensitive, it's going to stimulate new skin cells to grow. And this is how you help your skin grow with your belly. And but then the moisturization is very important, because that will help the cells grow properly. And in the free packs of Emma's Diary and whatever, you get this sort of thing. And this is like a cocoa butter oil. And I use it. I put quite a nice amount, like make the skin nice and oily. And you'll see that it will actually be absorbed quite quickly. And then after the oil, once it's been absorbed, I put on the lotion. Not necessarily this brand, but this is what came free. And my friend gave this to me the other day. And I started using it again. But any good skin moisturizer, the important part is actually the scrubbing, the microdermabrasion, which helps the skin grow. And then after that, it will also help the skin go back down again much easier, because you are stimulating the elastine, or the elastic properties of your skin to stretch and contract again. So that's a good thing to keep an eye on. I've also started preparing, getting myself some new things for breastfeeding, because I'm going to try and breastfeed my son again. But the first time I realized that I kind of wasted a lot of milk, because I had a lot of milk just coming out, just like I was quite leaky. I know it doesn't sound great, but anyway. So this time I decided to buy some LV little breast collectors or breast milk collectors, and they're quite small. So I'm hoping they will take. I mean, I made a lot of milk last time. I just didn't bank on it stupidly, but they're quite small actually, and they go into your bra over your nipple, and then obviously all the excess milk goes into there, and then you can just pour it into a bottle. So I'm hoping that these will work. I've also got myself a hacker because I had the hacker already. I used it when Bo was breastfeeding on the one breast. The other one would leak a lot, so I just realized that I could just take that milk and bank it. So I would use the hacker while I was breastfeeding him on the other breast, and then I could use that milk in a bottle. So that was really good. Also, another thing I'm doing is, I don't know if you remember, but I spoke about doing a little journal for my little baby. Bo's got one. I've started writing him little letters and things, and especially on special occasions, like we did this today, we did that today. I hope when you grow up and read this, you'll be able to read all the lovely memories we had together and things. So I've started mine with my newborn baby, and it's just a little journal. Every now and then I sit in the evening and I tell him, today I went and had a scan and we saw you for the second time and you've grown quite a bit and you were moving a lot, and we got to see that you were quite healthy. It's really lovely to be able to connect with you at this age. We found out you're a little boy, and we're really excited to meet you. Just short little things, doesn't have to be long entrances, can just be even just a one-liner, you just put the date. Hi, dear baby, I'm really excited to meet you. I can feel you moving around in my belly today. It's very sweet. Or today we went to the zoo with your brother and you kicked me, or whatever, just something nice. A friend of mine also just bought me this little bump to birthday book, which is awesome. I've started filling it in. It's very nice little book with like what you were like on week 12, and then the scan. It's also got a scan page, so I've already written the scan page and I'm gonna stick the pictures in. It's got like firsts and birthstones and all sorts of things in this book, which is actually quite nice, I think. And one day I'll be able to pass it on to him and say, look, this is everything I went through when I was pregnant. So that's also a nice thing to look at. In terms of myself, like I said, I'm not feeling great. I'm tired. I feel big. I can't sit down properly on the sofa anymore. I have to have my legs open to let the belly hang down. I'm already looking for like wider shoes or just flip-flops to wear now in the summer, because I'm already suffering just with feeling uncomfortable and not wanting my feet to be trapped in shoes. Obviously, I'm not wearing any jewelry, no rings, no necklaces anymore. Obviously full maternity clothes now. All my like big maternity clothes that I was wearing at the end of my pregnancy last time, I'm wearing them now. It's interesting how it works, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm not sleeping very well, which doesn't help with my moods. Obviously I've got this lovely halo of new growth, because your hair stops falling out after a while. And constipation I've been actually dealing well with. Like last time I suffered a lot, but I'm drinking more water this time. I'm making sure I'm drinking my glass of water in the morning straight away, and then eating an apple. That's been working. Soup in the evening has helped me a lot as well. Go to the toilet. The one really annoying thing is the hip pains at night and the heartburn. So if you can deal with that, great. I've been drinking bicarbonate of soda dissolved in a little bit of water, quick shots, and that helps me. And that's about it this time. This is a really long video. I'm really sorry. And I'll see you next week. Bye.